And I can look at this today to overcome that tomorrow. It's a battlefield of the mind. There's something called disruptive marketing.
Some Nigerians in the diaspora are now seeking pathways to bring development and enhance the abundant human resources in the country. They are also seeking ways to bring resources from all over the world to help boost the economy and contribute to the actualization of current reforms in government. These were part of submissions at a panel discussion and press interview for the Dr. Barnes and Friends Tour 2024. Topics range from the need to globalize businesses, attract more customers by reaching an international base, sustainability, accessing resources commitment, among others. Dr. Band and other international speakers at the event held in Lagos State, Nigeria, say citizens in the country, though hardworking, are yearning for more opportunities. They, however, called on Nigerians resident in different parts of the world to strive for ways to bridge this gap through skills development and mentoring.
A lot of Gen Zs who measure success based on the fact that while working, they can go to the beach while at work. Yeah. I'm one of them, and I'm not even a Gen Z, but yes, I love going to the beach. However, the thing is, today you have more millionaires than not that are making money from their bedrooms by just shooting and reviewing hair products, by reviewing tech products. So it's disruptive marketing, things that go against what the flow says. The flow says you go to school for this many years. The average millionaire does not have a college degree. So it's just taking that mindset. How do I use creativity and innovation and tap into a disruptive way of thinking that says, yes, everybody's saying go right, but because everybody's saying go right, I can go left and make a lot of money because not everybody's going left. In the midst of chaos, there's opportunity.
I'm not only going to provide that support for my own private organization. I was going to step into national leadership, trying to do that, working with the public sector, working with the network I talked about, devoting my time, my energy, my community, my network, my experience to see how we can build a wider bridge so that not just my organization, but other organizations who are into talent development can find a pathway to grow, to build sustainable growth. Not just to train people for charity, which a lot of Nigerians are doing, but to make it worth their while so that they don't also fall into that trap of being unable to feed their families. And it then brings to bear the ability to build that connection to the global job markets, to the global skill levels across different continents.
Mr. Charles here, and it's truly a blessing. And again, anytime he is attached, I'm all for it. And as far as my goal to accomplish it, I want to inspire everyone to just be concerned about their health. Don't be concerned about the price of what healthy products or healthy supplements cost, because if you don't invest in your health now, you'll be forced to pay for your illness later.
So my thing is, what can we do to change that narrative? You see, I saw Niger, they kicked out the French people, right? When is Nigeria going to have a vision for itself instead of letting other people come in and determine the vision for them? Is Nigeria going to be a beach ball sitting in the middle of the ocean, letting the waves determine its future? Or are we going to create a positive, grand vision for Nigeria and start working towards that? That's why we're here today, to create that vision, whether it's in technology, whether it's in fashion, in education, and leadership, and move forward. Nigeria has so many resources. There's oil, there's talent, there's money here. What are we going to do to bring it up to an international scale? When I look at
as I mentioned before, I'm a career technologist for doing things for 30 years. That ties into the second question about the organization. In my career as a technologist for over 30 years, I taught programming and technology, and I've worked in it for over 30 years. I've worked in it at every possible capacity. I've done it in my home state. I've done it throughout the U.S. I've done it outside of the U.S. I've done it as a full-time employee. I've done it as a consultant. And every incarnation of that type of work that I do is never in the black. Never. Right? I can count on one hand the number of times that I've worked with black folks. So this is a chance, and I've dedicated my life to, my research to finding out why that's the case. Okay? This tour, this opportunity to come across the water, speak to another group of black folks about the opportunities that exist in tech, and I'm sure Mr. Charles can appreciate this. There is wealth. It is lucrative.
Getting jobs, you have to present yourself a certain way, so there are certain things connected to that. And then even when it comes to, if you want to go into the industry of doing hair, then you also, there are certain things when it comes to that need to be taught. And even further than that, I'm working on a book called If This Chair Could Talk, which talks about different things that the clients and the customers don't understand about each other. So it's a conversation. So it all kind of ties itself together. And whatever you want to do, if you want to do, just to have your hair together, or if you want to prepare for a job, or if you want to go into whatever you're inspired to do when it comes to the hair industry. So that's what I want to do, so to actually direct them to a place where they may want to be.
It takes a decade to grow a tree.
They stress that the brilliance of Nigerians cannot be overlooked, even on the global stage. Nigerians were also asked to leverage technology to take their goods and services beyond border, as this has become one of the prerequisites for scaling in business and trade in the 21st century.
My assessment of the result is people are hungry for opportunities. They're hungry for opportunities. You don't have to reinvent the wheel, but you can make a pathway to bring it over here. And another thing, people are also hungry to learn. People are hungry to travel. People are hungry to tap into technology. And that is what we're here for with the Dr. Bonds and Friends Tour.
The spotlight shifted to fashion on the second day of the Dr. Bonds and Friends Tour, where speakers, guests, and participants had key moments on the red carpet.
Experience has been warm welcomes. It has been great and spicy food. I love the fact that the food tastes real. Like in the United States, our vegetables and our fruits taste very bland. Like it's missing you can tell it's missing nutrients. Like they made it in a lab. And here, your food tastes like you grew it from your garden and gave it to us. So I love that.
Panel discussion. Hopefully I shared my passion and my mission, which is to diversify tech, to have more people of color, black folks in particular, participate in this field that has so many options and provides so much economic opportunity.
So this Monday we have a show. We are okay. We have people in and another people also coming. We are trying to do something different and special.
We would like to do to encourage the people to be sufficient, to be educated, to close those skill gaps, and also to be independent of other countries.